In the early morning hours of August the 8th, 2012, a 28-year-old man named Rell Joshua, known on the streets as Dirty Rell, was at the corner of 56th and Wabash. Here, he was shot several times. The police would arrive to the scene soon after, finding Rell motionless on the ground, where he was then taken to hospital and pronounced dead around 4 a.m. Like Doc, Rell was affiliated with some of the gangs in this area, such as STL and Gyro City, and members of these gangs would mourn his death on social media after his passing. But Rell was even older than Doc, and he had seemingly moved away from this area in Chicago some years ago to the city of Peoria, around 2.5 hours drive from where he was killed. It's unclear why Rell was in Chicago the night of his murder, or exactly who killed him, but once again, T-Roy's name would become attached to the case, as would King Von's, who would ominously post the previous night how there was a smell of homicide in the air, implying that Von may well have been driving around looking for ops that very night, and then posting the next night, within hours of Rell being shot, showing that Von was indeed awake at the time of the murder. Once again, also D. Rose from 600, who was known to slide with O-Block, was connected to this case as part of a theory in the legendary Chirac wiki, with it believing that D. Rode himself assisted in the murder. Now, while it's not clear exactly who shot Rell, it seems that his friends thought that this murder was indeed done by O-Block, because the very next night they would exact their revenge. That night, on the 8th of August, an O-Block member by the name of White White, or Whitey, real name Tony Dunn, was hanging out with King Von around O-Block, where they were celebrating Von's upcoming birthday. Von would enter a store near the apartment complex, while Whitey would wait outside. Unfortunately, it was there when Whitey was shot to death by a member of Gyro City called 50 Shot, who was then caught by the police right near the scene of the murder, even shooting it out with the cops. It would take over 10 years for justice to finally be delivered in this case, as in 2023, 50 Shot would finally be sentenced for the murder of White White and 2 attempted murders of the police officers who arrested him, with him receiving a whopping 115-year sentence. As I've discussed in length in my video, King Von, Rap's first serial killer, this was a moment that would make King Von yearn for revenge. After the death of White White, Von begun a determined sliding campaign with the goal of killing all of O-Block's ops, and Von would later rap on his song Demon that it was literally witnessing Whitey's murder that turned him into a demon, motivating him to commit numerous murders. And as Von would often discuss, his number one partner during this campaign to kill was his best friend, T-Roy, and soon they would seemingly catch another body together, this time with a dark connection to the first man that Von and the second that T-Roy had allegedly killed.